Thank you, Liz, and thanks for all for coming. So yeah, I'm Chris Hanford, Director of Regulatory Policy. As Liz indicated, I'm a bit of a lifer at the SRA. I've been here for 10 years and did chair that first Innovate session in Leeds. Very happy that she encouraged you to go and look on YouTube to see all of the things that I got wrong back then. Let's see if I can do it again today. No, it's great to be here. The reason I'm here, as Liz said, is to give you a sneak preview of this research that we have done about small firms and their use of technology and innovation. So how are small firms engaging with innovation and technology? Do they want to innovate? Why do they? What are the challenges and barriers that they face? What do they think that they need to help them overcome those barriers? And it'll be no surprise to know that the answer to that is not more regulation. It's not even better regulation. There's a whole host of different things that small firms want. And I think the research gives really good insights into to help us all understand the innovation vista for small firms, what roles the different types of bodies can play to help small firms to adopt innovation and technology. So about the SRA, Liz started to talk about this, but who are we and why do we care about this topic? So a couple of points that are sort of really important in the context of this work. So we're the regulatory body for solicitors and law firms in England and Wales. We regulate a really kind of large and diverse community. So more than 2,000 solicitors, 9,500 law firms, and that goes all the way from the huge Magic Circle firms, small firms, sole practitioners that we're focusing on in this research. Also, about a fifth of those we regulate work in-house. So very, very different types of organizations, very different setups, different clients, different services, different needs, and of course, different kind of resources and understanding. So our mission, set out in our 3-year strategy, is to drive trust and confidence in legal services. And one of our 4 strategic priorities is to support innovation and technology that improves the delivery of legal services and access to them, and particularly for individuals and small businesses. Improving the ability to understand and enforce rights and to run and expand businesses, etc., really, really important to that mission of driving confidence and trust in legal services. So, a little bit about the research that we have commissioned and is due to be published later this month. So what is the research and why focus on small firms? Well, small firms, I think, are the backbone of the legal sector. They make up the majority of the law firms that we regulate. And here, when we're talking about small firms, we're referring to firms with between 1 and 4 partners and with turnover of 400,000 a year or less. So I think really importantly, these small firms are the gateway to legal services for ordinary people and small businesses. Successfully innovating and adapting the right tech has the potential to help small firms be more efficient and effective as businesses and to improve services for clients. So I think that's a win-win. But we know that the size and structure can mean that they face particular challenges in adopting technology or innovating. So this research gives a detailed picture of how and why firms want to adopt technology and innovate, what holds them back, what could help, and how they can move forward in this space. The research was taken forward in several stages and involved desk research, in-depth interviews with sector and innovation experts, members of small firms, sole practitioners, as well as law tech providers that are trying to sell into those firms. Also a larger scale survey of small firms and sole practitioners, and finally a collaborative workshop bringing together solicitors and innovators to try and co-create the picture painted in the research. So due to be published later this month, so I'm just going to give some headlines today. So why do small firms look to up their innovation and technology game? Well, I guess the first question is actually, or the starting point should be, are small firms looking to up their innovation and technology game? And the research told us that the answer is yes, the majority are. So over 90% say that it's really important they keep pace with innovation and tech changes, and 50% said they're likely to adopt new tech and innovation in the next year. So why is that? Well, no surprise, I don't think that there are 2 big overarching reasons. The first is to increase efficiency, 61% said that. Second is to improve client services, 59% said that. So technology that can automate, routine and administrative tasks, streamlined workflows are really, really valued. Benefits seen include reducing operational pressures and frictions, as well as reducing costs of running the business. So for many firms, this is about doing things better with the same or fewer resources. And really importantly, lots of people referred to freeing up lawyers to spend time on their client-facing services rather than doing other things around running the business. Things like case management systems, accounting softwares are examples of really popular areas of tech adoption, as well as things like online marketing. And in relation to client services, client experiences and expectations are shifting. So 1 in 10 participants reported increased consumer demand for tech-enabled and digital services, and this has spurred their adoption of them or looking to adopt innovation and technology. So it's been a real shift in client expectations and experiences. So many clients are using digital-first services across their whole life and everything they buy, and they expect really fast responses to things. Most participants recognize the importance of tech and innovation from that client perspective. So small firms, they said they need to keep up with that, and most want to speed up communications, simplify document sharing, and improve transparency for clients. And really important as well to provide the best value possible. So 82% agreed that tech and innovation will help the sector provide better value to clients. Interestingly, 64% also said that tech and innovation will support access to justice, and for these reasons, a number of lawyers reported feeling an obligation to embrace innovation in technology and ensure that they're offering the best solutions that are possible. On to what are the challenges and barriers, and there are a few, not surprisingly. So cost is a biggie, and 25% of firms said it was their main barrier. Many operate on tight margins and understandably are cautious about making big investments if they think they're uncertain returns. So a biggie for small firms. Future-proofing concerns is another issue. So worrying that they will invest in a tool that will become non-compliant in the future, become out of date. And again, no surprise, data protection is also a biggie and at the forefront of people's minds. Is the tech safe enough in this regard? Will it remain safe enough going forward? The research showed that firms often don't know where to go for trusted advice about identifying tech needs and buying their tech. There was reference to there being a Wild West marketplace with lots of products, not enough impartial information, and worries about making the wrong call because of that. And when they do invest, firms are worried about integration. So how will the new tools fit with their existing systems? That interoperability is considered a real pain point in this journey. This also extends through to getting colleagues and teams to welcome innovation in the way that they work and the way that they do their jobs. We all know that there can be a natural sort of disinclination for things that disrupt the way that you do your job at the moment, particularly if it can take time for the benefits to come through. We did also explore attitudes to emerging technologies like generative AI. It's a hot topic for today. And kind of what the research found is that awareness is fairly high among small firms. Most small firms said they've heard of it, but actual use remains low at around 12%. So a real strong interest in its potential, but uncertainty about how to apply it in practice and caution about how to apply it in practice and whether to bring it on board. So a slight tension was seen where people are seeing the potential for transformation here, but avoidance of adopting it at the moment. Also, a key point that comes across in the research is that perceived barriers and their weight can be different for different types of technology and how established it is. So, for example, in established technology such as cloud storage, then cost is seen as the main barrier. With newer things like generative AI, much broader concerns, including around kind of data and uncertainty about exactly what it does, what benefits it will bring, and whether there'll be a return on investment. So not a very linear picture, different types of technology, different concerns. Okay, so we have a case study. The report is kind of littered with case studies. So we have Veronica, who set up her own small firm with the goal of making legal services more modern and accessible. She had seen how tech could help from previous roles that she'd been in, so she built a business on that foundation. This was pre-pandemic. So when the pandemic hit, she'd already had in place quite a lot of the things that helped her get through and carry on with little disruption, like virtual comms, cloud systems, etc. But she still feels the pressure to keep, or the need to keep evolving, and highlights that clients expect convenience, speed, and have digital confidence, just like they get in other parts of their life. So highlights the opportunity and the pressure that tech can create. A quote from her on the slide there: if you can order items from Amazon that arrive within 24 hours, how can we mirror that experience in our law firm? So kind of a real driver from the kind of consumer perspective there. Okay, so what do small firms want? What would help them overcome the barriers and challenges and adopt technology and innovate? So a few themes coming through here. I'll pull out some. So peer recommendations and networking opportunities are considered to be hugely valuable. Many firms rely on their networks to find out what works and try and see what happens in other firms like theirs. So one of the reasons why we have events like this is that peer-to-peer learning is considered to be absolutely crucial. Case studies considered really, really important. So practical peer-led examples that show how similar firms have successfully adopted technology. And really importantly, that includes challenges they faced and how they overcame those challenges. They also want trusted, impartial information. And also the language that are used by tech providers considered really important here. They're not looking for marketing, they're looking for clarity. They say they want trial access or demos, because with limited time, limited money, they can't afford to invest in something that turns out to be a bad fit. So that try before you buy approach is considered to be incredibly helpful. And as touched upon earlier, they want tech that will integrate with their existing systems as painlessly as possible. And really importantly, transparency and certainty around pricing models, including ongoing costs, are considered to be really important. We also asked tech providers kind of what their view was of dealing with smaller firms, and it highlighted a little bit of tension. So tech providers said that there's a desire to follow the established path from small firms, so learn from peers, as we've highlighted, but that creates a real problem. So who are going to be the first adopters, and where do those case studies come from in the first place when they're starting out? Tech providers also said that kind of legacy systems can be an issue, and that makes it harder for them to demonstrate the benefits up front. But then quite a few said also that they don't get as far as demos with the small firms. So even if they're on offer, often small firms don't invite them to provide those demos. And they also highlighted that some of the kind of barriers that they see when they're working across sectors, similar to as in other sectors, but they feel that they're amplified within the legal sector. Okay, so it's just some final thoughts from me to sum up. So I think that we get that small firms aren't reluctant to innovate, but they feel that they can't afford to get it wrong and find it difficult to work out what to buy to get it right. So I think this research, again, published later this month, will provide really helpful insights in detail of what's meant by this and what small firms will think will help them. And I think it's really important to emphasize that there are different roles for different bodies here. We have a role to play, and we will certainly, we're certainly committed to supporting innovation and technology, but lots of examples for other people as well. So one of the things that came through really importantly, for example, and which the participants said they don't think is for the regulator, and I think we agree, is things around independent reviews and helping direct people to particular products and particular services. So we'll be speaking to our colleagues in professional bodies and elsewhere to draw out kind of some of these issues. So I think there really are these opportunities for different bodies to work together on different elements of the help that can be given, and we will be sharing this research and be trying to draw attention and building those connections. Thank you very much.